All right, guys, continue working from where you stopped just now. All right, Mr. Lamar, you already finished?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Lamar, you finished? Are you asking a question?
Sir, I'm finished.
Okay, all right. Let me see the hands of those who are finished apart from Mr. Lamar. All right, so I'm just going to have you guys walk through these one person at a time, all right? So I don't know who wants to go for the first one from the top of the left. Who wants to start? Raise your hand if you want to start under the first question. All right, Mr. Lamar. So so let us start off with our formula. What is the formula that we're gonna have here?
So x squared equal 8 squared plus 6 squared.
So x squared is equal to 8 squared plus
6 squared.
squared. All right. So now, clearly, we want to find our hypotenuse. So we can go ahead and calculate what is on the right-hand side of the equation.
Yes, sir.
So what do we get? 8 squared give you what?
64.
And then 6 squared give you?
36.
All right, so here we have 64 plus 36. And that gives you what?
100
All right, so we know that x squared
is equal to 100.
equal to 100.
So then find the square root.
So x squared is equal to 100. And so x is equal to the square root of 100. And the square root of 100 would be what?
10 centimeters. X equal 10 centimeters.
X equal 10 centimeters. All right, let me see the hands of those who get that first one correct. All right, good guys. All right, who's going next? We're working the question on the left-hand side. Miss Brown, you may go next.
Okay. I have x.
So we did the first one already, so we're working with this one. So where we're starting with? Which side we're starting with?
What?
I'm not hearing you, Miss Brown.
So what? Can you repeat what you said, please?
The formula, just write the formula, you know. The
Oh,
order
okay.
should be
I have x squared
x squared
is equal to 16 centimeters squared plus 6 centimeters squared.
in centimeters square plus 6 centimeters square. All right, good.
And then I have x squared is equal to
Squared is equal to 16 square give you how much?
256.
156?
256.
Say that again. Was it 156?
No, sir, 256.
256. All right.
And 6 centimeters squared is equal to 36.
Okay, so we have 36. So when you add these, what we get?
I have 292.
All right, so
The x squared is equal to 292.
x squared equal to 292. And so x will be equal to the
Square root of 292.
what do you get?
I have 17.
So x is equal to 17. Let me see the answer of those who get that one. So this should be 17 centimeters. All right, good. Who is going next? Miss Michaela? Your turn.
X squared equal to 16 centimeters square plus 12 centimeters square.
When you square the values on the right hand side, what you get?
256 plus 144.
256 plus 144. And when you sum that, what you get?
400.
Okay, good. So x squared is equal to 400. So therefore, x is equal to,
20.
is equal to the square root of 400. So x is equal to 20. All right, let me see the answer those who get that third one correct. All right, good guys. Great job. All right, who is going next for the next question? On the right hand side now we're starting. Ms. Waysome, you want to start us start with the right hand side for us?
Sir, I'm not home as yet, so I won't be able to.
Okay. All right. Who else we have now? Miss Dorothy, you want to start for us?
Yes, sir.
All right. So which side we're starting off with? Write out the formula.
Sir, x squared.
Which one? Which side is starting off with, Dorothy?
The x, sir. The call it the adjacent side.
Remember that the formula starts with the hypotenuse, not the adjacent. So looking at that triangle, which side is the hypotenuse?
It's on the side, the 16 centimeters, sir.
Right, so we're going to start off with 16 squared equal to
256, sir.
no, we don't want the number yet, that's write out the formula. So we can write the x first if we want, x squared plus 12 squared. Follow so far, Dorothy?
Yes, sir.
So from this point now, what do we need to do? Because notice that what we're trying to solve for is the x squared, which is on the right hand side. And so we want to leave it by itself. So it means that we have to get that 12 squared on the other side. So what we're going to get when we do that?
So we're going to bring it over.
And that will give us what? 16 squared. Bring over the
16 squared, going to give 256.
Don't do the calculation at Dorothy, just rearrange the formula. When you bring over the 12 square, what you're going to have on the left hand side? Positive or negative?
Positive.
No. Remember, once you move in
Bring it over.
change the
Gonna
sign,
have negative, sir.
so that would be negative 12 squared. And so now on the right hand side, we have x squared by itself. And that's pretty much what we want. So we can now do the calculation on the left hand side, Dorothy. 16 squared give you how much?
256.
256. And we are taking away 12 squared give you how much?
That's 144.
Okay. Now, if you subtract 144 from 256, how much you have?
You're going to get 112, sir.
112?
12.
Okay. So we have 112 equal to x squared. All right, now what we can do now, Dorothy, we can flip around the equation. All right, so we put the x squared on the left-hand side. Put the 112 on the right-hand side. Then now we can solve by finding the square root. So bring the power and convert it to a square root sign on the right side. So x now is equal to the square root of 112. What do you get for that now, Dorothy? Can somebody work? How much you get?
Sir, 12, but I don't know if that was correct.
So is it, all right, do the calculation from 256. Subtract 144 from 256, 4 from 6, 2, 4 from 1. Sorry, 4 from 5, 1 and 1. So it would be 112. The square root of 112, how much you say you get?
12.
It couldn't be 12.
I have 10.53, no, 10.853.
The calculator.
10.583.
10.583.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So I just use 11.
All right, 10.583. And if you round it off the whole number, we are now going to look at that value that follows the decimal point. It is 5. So we add 1 to the 10. It becomes 11. Is that clear? And so this is 11 centimeters. Everybody get that? Raise your hand if you got that for me, please. All right. Who is going next for the next one? Who wants to do the next one? Who is doing the next question, guys? All right, so maybe I'll have to ask one of the person who have done the other. Mr. Lamar, can you do the next question for me, please?
Yes, sir.
Followed by the one that follows after Mr. Lamar. I'm going to ask Michaela to do it. All right, so we have for this one, which is this question, what is it that, in terms of writing out the formula, what side you start off with, Mr. Lamar?
So I did the long way, sir. I did the long way and I wrote out the normal formula first. Then I made 12. Then I made x a subject. So I had 16.
So when you say you go the long way, do you want to give me what you wrote?
All right, so 16.
So you have 16 squared.
Yes, sir. 16 squared.
Equal to
12 squared
12 squared
plus x squared.
plus x squared.
So and then I made x a subject. So then I had x squared equal
So you have x squared equal
16 squared.
And most of you would understand what happened. It brings over the 12 on that side and then flip around the equation. So we have 16 squared
Subtract
minus
12 squared.
12 squared.
So then you have x squared equal 256.
So x squared equal 256
Subtract 144.
minus 144.
So then x squared would then be equal to 112.
All right, so this answer would be similar or the same as the one that we just did.
Sure. So all
Give me a second, right? All right, guys, sorry about that. So we'd have x squared
equal 112.
to 112. So it means that x then will be equal to
100 square root of 112.
square root of 112. And you would round that off to 11
Yes, sir.
centimeters.
Centimeters.
All right, good. Who wants to do the final one from this set? Miss Green. Miss Green? Or Miss Brown? Anybody want to try this one for us? Miss Cabrera, you want to try the last one? Guys, you don't have to feel shy now. I'll walk you through the process just the same. I'll hold your hand and take you right through the process. So I want one of you to volunteer. Miss Brown or Miss Green, which one are you? All right, Miss Cabrera, let us work this one together. I'll work it with you, Miss Cabrera. You ready? Miss Cabrera? Guys, you need to participate. If you're not participating, you won't learn the concept.
The first one?
Yeah, Miss Cabrera, let us work through this one, this last one here. All right, we have done all the others already, so we only have this last one remaining. So remember, the first thing we want to do is to write out the formula based on the sides that we get. Remember that the formula must start with the side of the hypotenuse. So which of these sides you're going to start out with?
Would the 16 centimeter be the hypotenuse?
The 16 centimeter. All right, so 16 centimeter. When we write it now, we'll just write it in the form of the equation of Pythagoras. So we say 16 centimeters square is equal to, now the other two sides we have would be the x and the 12. So we are going to do what now?
12 squared plus x squared.
So we have 12 squared plus x squared. All right, so once you have done that now, what we're really solving for is x. In order to solve for x, we need to move that 12 square on the other side. So if we move 12 square on the other side, what we'll have on the left-hand side now? We can write back the 16 square. If we move 12 square to the left-hand side of the equation, what's going to happen?
The sign of a change.
So we would have minus 12 squared. Now we still have that x squared to the right-hand side, so we just put back that. Everybody following? All right, so we can just do the calculations of the number now, Miss Cabrera. So 16 squared.
6
256, right? Because this
minus
is
144.
all right, 256 minus 144. And that is equal to x squared. And so when you subtract that 144 from 256, what we're going to get?
112.
12 squared equal to 112. That means x then would be the square root of 112, and that will give you how much?
I got 12 point. I get 10.58.
All right, so we'll just round it off to 11. All right, so that will give you 11 centimeters. All right, guys, everybody is clear on that? All right, so we still want to master these. So I have one more set for you to practice. So I'm going to give you another 10 minutes or so to work through these, and then we go through them again. So the next set would be these, all right? All right, guys, so you have, let me give you 10 to 15 minutes this time. You may begin. When the Zoom run out, you sign back in or log back in, please.